Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Rob here, nice to see you. Yes it is, so I'm going to be doing some more ranked Wiffy battles today. As you can see I've done some off camera, I've done 17 now, 110, lost 7. It's only going to be a short video tonight, so I'm just going to do a couple battles featuring a slightly new team. So this is my Sun team, so here I've got Torkoal, Charizard with the Charty Berry, Machamp, Raichu, Gyarados, and my Rotom Mo. I've EV'd the Machamp, just have enough speed, so it's I think it's paralysed. I can outspeed base 90, positive base 95 by 1 point, and minimum base 60 Pokemon, and I'll also tie with Tyranitar. So yeah, this also works with Tailwind as well, but there is no Tailwind user at the moment. For me, it was either Torkoal or Whimsicott. I'm not quite sure which one I prefer on this team yet. And the best way to get an idea of that is to start using it. If I brought Whimsicott, I'd probably put Sunny down it just so I can get Charizard Solar Power Boost. Oh, nice. That's a Trick Room team, isn't it? Right, so because this is a Trick Room team, like, this is obvious a Trick Room team, I think I'm going to lead... I think I'm going to lead Raichu, just because it messes things up with Nuzzle. Yeah, I'm going to bring Raichu. I mean, no, I don't want to lead with Machamp, because obviously we know what's coming out here. So I'm also going to lead with Torkoal as well. So it's very fast and a very slow lead. I'm going to bring Charizard in the back. Still got Saltfest on my Gyarados. And 3 of these Pokemon, I mean, yeah, Gyarados with the Assault Fest looks quite nice. So I'm going to bring Gyarados as well. I do want to change Gyarados EV spread up a little bit. Because I don't want to rely on it being my Dynamax Pokemon, I think I'm going to EV it to be a little bit more bulky. Could also put Taunt on it as well, but I'm not too sure about that yet. Because Taunt isn't as useful this generation because of Dynamax. We'll see what my opponent leads. Hatterini and Indeedee. Okay. So that's alright. I mean, it's not alright, but... So, here we go. Right, so... I know I can't go for a fake out. I don't want to go for an eruption in case they attack the Torkoal. So, I think I'm actually going to use a Heat Wave. Just in case for that very reason. With Raichu, on the other hand, I think I'm going to go for a... Thunderbolt onto Hatterini to get that out the way. So Heatwave and Thunderbolt, yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. I mean, the Indeedee's probably going for Follow Me. So it actually doesn't go for Follow Me. Interesting, okay. So Heatwave actually might be able to take that out with a crit. So that's probably onto Torkoal, expecting the Eruption. So the Heat Wave is definitely the better play there. So I'm glad I went for that because the Eruption is probably a little bit obvious. Right, so that's a good first turn for me. 2 crits. And their Trick Room user has also gone down. So that's really good. That's nice for me. I mean, Torkoal isn't doing a lot now because it's super slow as fuck. But Torkoal is... I like, you know... See, if I had Whimsicott instead of Torkoal here, then I would have been a little bit more buggered because... I mean, Indeedee can still have Trick Room, though, so I need to watch out for that. I'm actually going to Nuzzle Snorlax here. I'm going to Heat Wave again, because if that Indeedee is going for Trick Room, then it will go last, because Trick Room's got the slowest priority. If it takes out my Torkoal, then so be it. So, Nuzzle on to Snorlax. Paralyze. Paralyzing is always nice. So, it does go for Psychic again onto Torkoal. It is going to take me out. Yeah, because that thing hits hard with a... So Snorlax is actually paralysed. So this is going really badly for my opponent, actually. I don't have my Machamp. So I'm just going to bring out Charizard, actually. I think this is a good time for Charizard to come out. Yeah. So it's time to start beasting this now. I'm going to burn this up. Right, so I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt onto Indeedee, I think, and I'm just going to go for a G-Max Wildfire. I think I'll go onto Snorlax, actually. Yeah. I mean, the Indeedee could definitely go for a follow me here. It's very possible. Still not out the question. Also, let me know down below if you got yourself shiny Gmax Toxtricity yet. We'll be hosting my own on the channel in about a week, probably. I've got a busy week next week, so it won't be next weekend, unfortunately, unlikely. So my opponent is Dynamax in here. It's got to be the Snorlax, I would assume. So, I mean, it's good because it's not getting its belly drum off, which is really nice. Yeah, so it's the Snorlax. So my Charizard is going to be hitting like a truck right now. So I'm feeling very confident. I've had a lot of hacks on my side this game, that's for sure. So this Thunderbolt onto the Indeedee. Doesn't take it out. Didn't expect it to be honest. Here's Gmax Wildfire onto Snorlax. It should do a hefty lot of damage. No, it doesn't do as much damage as I hope it would have done, to be honest with you. But it is bulky as hell. So it still does a fair amount of damage. And Snorlax is paralysed again. My God. I mean, I apologise to my opponent, but I also don't apologise because, I mean, that's what I wanted, so I shouldn't really apologise, I guess. So, Snorlax does use its berry. Right, so I might as well just staying with Raichu. I'm just going to Thunderbolt Indeedee. I'm going to go for a... I mean, I might as well go for a Gmax Wildfire, I suppose. His team looked very slow in the preview. So there is that. It's Raichu onto Thunderbolt onto Indeedee. It's going to take it out, no problem. Raichu's Sash still intact as well, which is really nice. Another Gmax Wildfire onto Snorlax. It's going to do a nice chunk of damage. Cool, yeah, it does so much damage in the sun. So Snorlax is gone for a Thunder Punch. Can't go for that, unfortunately, my friend. That's why I love Raichu and Charizard Core. You are not hitting me with no electric type moves whilst I'm on the field, my friend. I am sorry. Like, Gmax Wild Flames does so much damage. For a passive move, it does so much damage. Out of all the Gmax Pokemon, it's Charizard the one that becomes broken out of them all. So Torkoal is actually his last Pokemon as well, which is interesting. I mean, do I want to nuzzle it or just hit it with some damage? I'm not worried about... I mean, I'm just going to double into the Torkoal because Snorlax is going to die by Wild Flames next turn, so I'm not going to worry. Oh, so the opponent just cancels the match. Just fair enough. I don't blame you. Good job, Charizard. You absolutely beasted that. So that was a good first battle. So we're going to do one more. There's also a new tournament, I think, that... oh, no, you can't sign up till the 14th, I think. Oh, so I can't sign up to that yet. Never mind. I do need to link my Trainer Club account to my Nintendo account, though, so I can get the points to qualify for real-life events. So I've got rare candy for that as well. Cool, thank you very much. Take the rare candy. So next Whiffy battle, let's have a look and see if we can find a trainer. Oh, so I moved up quite high on that one. So yeah, Torkoal, I mean, Torkoal's such a nice anti-trick room Pokemon as well because it's just so slow. So let's see what Simo brings. So he's got Charizard as well. There's also Grimmsnarl there, Corviknight, Gastrodon, Mudsdale. Need to watch out for Mudsdale. Who do I want to lead? I think I'm going to lead Raichu. I could leave Gyarados and Charizard actually. That wouldn't be too horrible. Looking at this team preview, to be honest. So that'd be a super aggressive lead. I mean, there's no the only electric type is Rotom. So actually, no, I think I'm going to lead Raichu Charizard. Rotom Mo hits 3 of these Pokemon. Do I want to bring Gyarados though? Yeah, I need to bring Gyarados, I think. Machamp. I think Rotom Mo would be the better one here, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm going to bring Rotom Mo. So let's bring those 4. See, I mean, I don't see any Trick Room users on my opponent's team, so I don't want to bring the Torkoal because then I'm also boosting my opponent's Charizard as well. So both got very flamey cards here. We obviously both like Charizard. So let's have a look. So my opponent actually needs Charizard and Rotom. So we're actually both leading a Charizard here. But I'm not worried about the... I mean, the Rotom will still hit me with Water-type moves. That's the only problem. But I'm actually going to... I mean, I could fake out the Rotom. And save myself a turn, which could actually be beneficial. And then I can... max Airstream the Charizard. Yeah, yeah, I think I'm going to do that actually. Or do I want to go for a G-Max Wildfire? There's also, I could also nuzzle the Charizard. So no, I'm going to do that actually. I'm going to get my Wild Flames up just because the passive damage is so nice. So we've got Black Charizard versus Red Charizard here, which is quite interesting. I do run Timid Max Speed, so if my opponent is running Modest, that would be quite nice for me, to be honest. So here comes my Dynamax. I'm interested to see if my opponent Dynamaxes his as well. It'd be quite interesting if he actually Dynamaxes the Rotom. Dynamaxes the Rotom, then I'll feel outplayed because, I mean, I wouldn't expect the Rotom to Dynamax, but actually, now I think about it, it could be a huge possibility, but hoping he's gone for the Charizard. So he does Dynamax the Charizard, nice. Charizard versus Charizard, sweet. So if my opponent doesn't switch out, I am going to get my fake out off. Which means Rotom's not doing anything for a turn. So it actually goes for a Max Guard. Interesting. Okay. So we both wasted a turn of Dynamax here. So that's fair enough. Okay. Right, I'm going to nuzzle the Charizard now because I want to slow it down. And I'm actually going to go for a Max Overgrowth into Rotom, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, yeah. Okay, let's do that. So there's the nuzzle onto Charizard. Let's paralyse that. Could have a Lumberry, but I doubt it. None of them carry Lumberry. And there's my Max Overgrowth. It's not solar powered, but it should still do a nice lot of damage. Actually, just takes it out. Okay, cool. Not bulky Rotom then. That's a good start so far. I expect the Charizard's going for G-Max Wild Flames onto Raichu. So it will break my sash straight away and take me out because of the passive damage. Now I'm curious, are Fire-type Pokemon affected by Wild Flames? Because I'm not sure if they are. The Raichu does go down. Right, so I'm going to bring in Gyarados now because I definitely don't want to bring in Rotom. I mean, yeah, but I'm just so weak to it, so no. So let's see what my opponent brings out. Hopefully not the Corviknight. So it is the Gastrodon. So that's alright for me, actually. I don't mind that. So I feel like I'm looking pretty solid here. So I'm going to Power Whip onto Gastrodon. And I'm going to go for my own G-Max Wild Flames. I don't want to do it on Charizard in case it goes for Max Guard. So I'm going to do it on Gastrodon. I'm going to double on Gastrodon. I just want to get that passive damage off. So Gastrodon actually goes for a Protect here. What about the Charizard? So Charizard doesn't Protect. And it does land on Gastrodon. Does absolutely 0 damage. But I do get my Wild Flames off. Para from the Charizard would be great. Please. Para Charizard. So no, he does get his Airstream off. But he's still going to be slower. Because of the para. And I am Assault Fist, so Gyarados takes that nicely. Not worried about the speed boost on Gastrodon, so... So we both now got our passive damage off. Which is good. Alright. Right, so it's pretty even so far. Our Dynamax is just ended for both of us, which is interesting. Right. So I'm still going to go for the Power Whip onto Gastrodon. I mean, I could switch out into... No, I'm not going to switch out into Rotom. And I'm going for Air Slash onto Charizard. Try and maybe get Paraflinch, because it is paralysed. So there's my Air Slash. Does a fair bit of damage. Nice. Power Whip onto Gastrodon. Should take it out. Yeah. So the only problem about carrying Torkoal, Charizard and Gyarados is that I'm extremely weak to Rock-type moves. So it actually does get paralysed. That's good. But Gyarados, like I said, I do want to run a more bulky Gyarados, because I do run Intimidate on this one, just to help with those rock types. But the only rock type I really fear is Rhypheria, and Charizard, as long as it's going first, it should one-hit it with a max overgrowth. So I can go for Waterfall now, so I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go for a Heat Wave as well. That seems pretty safe. It should be a nice, easy win here. So Corviknight is carrying that berry to weaken those fire-type moves. So this team's going well so far. Much better than the sand one, that's for sure. There's Waterfall. That will take out the Charizard. Good, 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 good. Nice. Corviknight just goes for that Brave Bird onto Gyarados, I imagine. Yeah, it should take me out. Yeah, it does. But I've got Rotom left. I'm only neutral to flying type moves. Still got my Wild Flames. So yeah, I should just be able to double down onto that and take it out. I expect my opponent will probably quit the game. Cancel the battle even. Because obviously not coming back from this now. It's an easy win right here. So he doesn't actually quit. That's fair enough. So Heat Wave will take that out. Nice, that's good. So, yeah, I'm going to win this video after this one. That's 2 battles. We've got myself 2 wins. Not quite sure if that's going to be enough for Master Ball tier. I will have a quick look, though, actually. Have a quick look, see if we made Master Ball tier. Also, I'm not sure if my webcam is actually on, because I couldn't get it to work. So if it's not on, I apologise. I will sort that out next time. So, yeah, let's quit that and go back into it. It should update our rank. So let's have a look. Has that put us to Master Ball? Yeah, so we made it to Master Ball tier. We're rank 5,039. Sweet. And we've got 20 battle points. Cool. So I'm going to end this video here. Thank you very much for watching. If you have watched this video, please like it, share it with friends. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel if you're not already. I try to upload content as much as I can, mostly around revolved around shiny hosting or PvP content, because I really like Pokemon battling. But apart from that, I will see you in tomorrow's video, and thank you very much for watching. Rob out.